Nicola Alexander, you're from Travel Alberta. You've been here at the Global Sustainable Events Summit today, delivering one of the case studies. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we, Canada is the founding destination partner for the Sustainable Events Summit. We're here today to support, obviously, the summit, but also to put forward and just kind of give an idea of the case, a couple of case studies within Canada. And as Travel Alberta, it was an opportunity for us to talk really about Calgary as a city, and how Calgary in 2010 was actually rated number one in terms of eco-city on a global scale. So there are a number of initiatives that were in place with that enabled us to gain that recognition. So we're talking a little bit about that today, and then also talking in terms of meetings and events, how Calgary has then positioned itself in terms of a green meeting destination to really uphold that eco-city status. So talking about our venues, how sustainable our venues are, the accreditations that are rolling out across Canada, and our venues really within the city are at the forefront of that. So it was just giving a bit of an idea to our audience as to how sustainable Canada or Alberta is within Canada for meetings and events.
And are you finding that, from a marketing perspective, it's actually now starting to really bring people, to your destination?
I think so. I think we're hopeful that it gives us a bit of a competitive edge. When a customer is looking on a global scale for a destination for a future event, then it could just be the deciding factor that our sustainable credentials within our city perhaps gives us a bit of a leading edge in terms of helping them to uphold their own sustainable initiatives, and also for their delegates as well, that whole experience. So we hope that it's a good marketing tool for us, as well as showcasing the destination and really how green we can be and are.
So what initially drove this, this sustainable initiative? I mean, when did you sit down and think, hey, let's make Calgary the most sustainable city in the world?
Well, it certainly wasn't me personally. It was really Calgary Economic Development. Back in 2008, they really decided to look at the city and in terms of putting it on a map in terms of all things energy. So Calgary is Canada's energy centre in terms of oil and gas, but also they know that there's a limited lifespan to that, and it's looking at renewable energy. It was looking at the city as a general in terms of its sustainability and its environmental impact. So it kind of started from there back in 2008, and we've got a number of groups that were created to really ensure that 10-year plan is happening. And then from an events perspective, Meetings and Conventions Calgary are, as I say, really working to align themselves in terms of the city's green status and how the meetings industry in Calgary can uphold that.
Just moving a little bit more detail on Calgary for those people who maybe not very au fait with the destination. Give us an idea of the kind of venues you've got to offer in the in the meeting space.
Yes.
Obviously, that are now incredibly sustainable.
Yeah. Well, we in particular the TELUS Convention Centre, which is located right downtown in Calgary. It's actually linked to 4 downtown properties by a walkway called Plus 15. So all of the guests attending conferences don't have to go outside. Calgary can be a little bit cool in the wintertime, so that's it works well. And being a downtown convention centre, it makes the city incredibly accessible. We are just an hour. Calgary is the international hub, really, as well as Edmonton, into the province of Alberta. And then just an hour driving west, you're actually into the Rocky Mountains, which is a very, very pristine, protected, natural environment. So sustainability, environmental issues have been at the forefront of kind of Alberta's and certainly Banff National Park's existence. And have been very top of mind. And we have hotels, amazing conference venues actually within the national park, who are winning awards in terms of their sustainability initiatives as well. So we've got that pristine environment which is on our doorstep. We've got the cities too. So we've got a great mix of venues and partner hotels to really be able to roll out those kind of those customers who are looking for sustainability. We really have it there in a very pristine and natural environment.
Sounds fantastic, Nicola. Thanks very much for talking to me.
That's a pleasure. Thank you.